All right, I just touched down in Orlando. Excited to visit some of the parks this weekend, and we're going to start off with Universal Studios in Orlando tomorrow, and then also Islands of Adventure. All right, arrived at Universal. We got here like an hour early, so we have just time to kind of hang out. We did the city walk, and now we're gonna road trip Studios first off. Try to hit up the big rides at Studios first, and then we're gonna hop over to Islands. Hopefully after we get through everything at Studios. All right, they just dropped the rope. We're heading to Revenge of the Mummy first. All right, just got off from Mummy, and the roller coaster section of that ride is fantastic. There's one or two great moments of airtime on that are just really unexpected. And even the more dark ride portion of that ride, really good, a lot better than I remember. So we're gonna head to Gringotts now. All right, got off Escape from Gringotts, and it was okay. Definitely not my favorite. It's kind of like a roller coaster / simulation ride. The queue is phenomenal, though. I'll say the queue, that huge bank that just looks so cool. Super cool to walk through. And they have a pretty nice pre-show. It's quick, but it's pretty good as well. But the ride itself leaves something to be desired. At least for me, I'm not a huge Harry Potter guy either, so that probably plays a role in it as well. Just got off probably my last rides ever on Rip Ride Rockit, and I was very pleasantly surprised. I sat in the front row for that first ride, and so much airtime, and you know, it was definitely a little jank at the beginning, but not anything too terrible. And then I listened to Freebird on the way down, my first time in front row, absolute gas. And then we did the single rider line road again. We got placed in the back, and definitely a lot more jank and rattly there, and our music stopped halfway through, which kind of sucks, but now we're gonna hit up some of the dark rides. All right, in line for ET now. You already know, had to do the troll coaster, get the credit at any cost. But yeah, we're about to do, in my opinion, one of the more fun dark rides here at Studios. All right, just finished up with ET and then Men in Black. ET is phenomenal. Definitely one of the coolest dark rides I've ever been on, especially with the bike taking you over the city, and I just think it plays on the storyline so well. Then we did Men in Black, which it's all right. It's a pretty good shooting dark ride. It has a couple really spinny moments, which I think is the best part, but I'm not a huge fan of the dark rides, so it's just like, all right. We did Fast and Furious, which was atrocious. Just makes no sense. And then we did Jimmy Fallon, which actually was a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. Everyone always kind of hates on Jimmy Fallon and Fast and Furious. I had never done those before, but Fallon was definitely manageable. I actually enjoyed it a little bit. And then we also did Transformers, which that ride system is just phenomenal. The way it moves you around and immerses you into the environment, I think is so cool. So Transformers good, Fallon decent, Fast and Furious is atrocious. Like, even the outside, the exterior of the building just looks terrible. Like, what are we doing? All right, that's gonna wrap up the visit to Universal Studios. We're about to head into Islands of Adventure and spend the majority of the rest of our time at Islands. We were only at Universal Studios for like a little over 3 hours, and we got pretty much everything done, except we didn't do Simpsons, Despicable Me, or that other Despicable Me shooting ride. I heard it was not great anyways, but yeah, overall the park, a lot better than I remembered. I haven't been here in like 10-ish years, and you know, it is a lot of simulators, which I don't love the simulators, but Rip Ride Rockit in the front row was really good, a lot better than I remembered. And you know, it was cool to check off some of the other dark rides I hadn't done last time here. But you know, overall, I think Islands is significantly much more stronger than this park, but it was still good to come back here and experience some of the stuff again.